Lubhang mapaminsala ang mga kalamidad. Maaari itong magdulot ng kawalan ng kabuhayan, pagkasira ng mga ari-arian at kuminsan pati na kamatayan. Kaya mahalaga na maayos na naipatutupad ang mga plano ng pamahalaan na may kinalaman sa disaster preparedness at risk reduction and management.
The Philippines in particular is vulnerable to these natural hazards.
Alam niyo ba na kayo mismo, posible na ring malaman kung ano ba ang mga hazards na malapit sa inyong tirahan o opisina? Samahan natin si Diego para alamin kung paano nag-work ang technology na ito.
Sa 2022 World Risk Index, number 1 ang Pilipinas sa buong mundo na pinaka-at risk sa mga disasters. Ibig sabihin, mataas ang exposure at vulnerability ng bansa sa mga disaster gaya ng bagyo, pagbaha, drought at lindol. Patuloy naman ang pag-aaral at efforts ng pamahalaan para ma-address ang mga vulnerabilities na ito. Gaya na lang ng na-develop na application or software ng DOST. Ano nga ba ang GRISK PH at Hazard Hunter PH? At paano ito makakatulong sa disaster risk reduction and management plans ng bansa? What is up? This is Diego with the J. Today, we go to Batangas, well known for its majestic Taal Lake, delicious, famous, mouth-watering lomi. But we're not just here for that. Nandito tayo ngayon sa San Nicolas upang alamin ang training para sa Hazard Hunter. Pero bago yan, balikan muna natin yung kwentuhan natin with our DOST expert sa Manila. Tara! Bago ang napaka-interesting na episode na to, maswerte ako dahil nabigyan tayo ng chance na makausap ang kasalukuyang director ng FIVOX na si Sir Teresito Bacolcol.
Doc, maraming salamat po for joining us. Thank you so much po for your time. Sir, we just have a few questions about the UST FIVOX's projects, specifically sa hazard risk and assessment. Ano po bang mga projects ang meron kayo?
Actually, we have several projects but mention ko lang yung dalawa. We have GRISK PH and we also have the REDAS. GRISK PH actually is an acronym for Geospatial Information Management and an analysis project for hazard and risk assessment in the Philippines, or GRISK PH. And this one would use science-based assessment and analysis, giving information about their exposure to specific hazards, situation on the ground during emergencies.
So during yun, sir,
that's
agad ng data analysis.
That's right. GRISK PH contributes to safer communities, and it also contributes to the reduction of the need for emergency responses and services. All these projects that we are doing, it's for the benefit of the Filipino people.
So Doc, maraming salamat po. Hopefully yung mga projects niyo po, yung mga advancements in GRISK, Hazard Hunter, would still be more specific, at yung data, sir, very important na maging mas precise pa tayo para sa ating mga mamamayang Pilipino, and may you make more projects as these.
Bukod kay Director Bacolcol, nilubos na rin natin ang pagkakataon para magkaroon pa ng deeper knowledge about this new technology. Nakausap din natin ang program leader mismo ng GRISK PH na si Miss Mabilin Kahulugan.
Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Maraming salamat po for your time. So ma'am, narinig lang namin na meron daw kayong platform or app that's called Hazard Hunter. But before we go into the details, bakit siya ma'am tinawag na Hazard Hunter?
Hazard Hunter, as the term implies, hunts for hazard. Like for example, if we're here standing, we can use the application and then double tap to the screen and then we can actually know kung gaano kalayo yung pinakamalapit na active fault dito sa kinatatayuan natin at ano yung implication on. Tapos ano ba yung maximum intensity ng ground shaking kung sakaling gumalaw yung pinakamalapit na active fault. Masasabi din ng application kung tayo ba ay prone to whatever volcanic hazards.
So, ma'am, lahat ng benefits na yun are so good. But why did Hazard Hunters start? Where did Hazard Hunters start?
And when I joined the institute, I was already exposed to multi-hazard assessment, multi-hazard mapping. Kasama po namin doon yung Mines and Geosciences Bureau at saka Pag-asa, yung NAMRIA and OCD, at pumupunta kami sa mga barangay noong 2007. So kami yung nagmamapa, nagko-collect kami ng data sa ground, nilalagay namin yun sa mapa, and then pinapasa namin yun sa NAMRIA to be able to produce the maps. Tapos piniprint yun ng NAMRIA and then ibibigay namin sa mga barangay. When we did that, tumaas yung awareness ng mga tao. So, tumatawag sila sa office lagi, gano'n ba kami kalapit sa fault or gano'n kalayo or safe ba kami? Or
Nagkaroon ng interest ngayon.
Sobrang tumami yung interest ng public. And so, what we did was, we developed the fault finder. So, yung fault finder, ang sinasabi niya lang doon is gano'n kakalayo sa isang active fault. So, nung nabuo na namin yung central database, saka kami gumawa ng mga front-end applications. Isa na doon ang Hazard Hunter PH. Meron pang kaakibat na Geoanalytics and Geomapper. Pero kung ipo-focus natin sa Hazard Hunter PH, ito po talaga ang pwedeng magamit ng masa. Nakakatulong ito sa kahit sa individual.
So, hindi ko na kailangang intayin pala yung advice ng LGU for me to think na, okay, ito yung mga posible before I decide to buy. So that cuts a lot of time. Pero meron ba kayong physical na place or facility where we can go and have like a seminar or training?
Merong training sa San Nicolas, Batangas. And we are training the stakeholders on how to use the Hazard Hunter PH.
So okay ba? Narinig nyo ang kwentuhan namin ng DOST experts tungkol sa Hazard Hunter. Ngayon nandito kami sa San Nicolas, Batangas upang alamin kung paano nga ba to gagamitin. So tara, samahan nyo ako.